Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of valuable Jefferson Nickels, specifically the 1990 and 2008 -1 cents coins of the United States of America. These coins might look like ordinary nickels in your pocket change, but some of them are hiding amazing value. From rare mint errors to high-grade specimens certified by professional grading services, these coins can fetch big money in the collector market. We'll take a closer look at each year the 1990 P and 1990 nickels from the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and the 2008 P and 2008 nickels, explaining how to identify the rare ones and what makes them so valuable today. Let's get started. First up today, we're breaking down the 1990 P Jefferson nickel from Philadelphia, why most are common, which specific details make a few examples desirable to collectors, and what you should do if you find one in circulation. I'll walk you through the basics, what the coin is made of, and how many were struck, show you the small features that change value like full steps and mint state grades, and highlight the error types that occasionally pop up on auction sites. If you want quick answers, skip ahead. Timestamps are in the description, but I recommend listening through because there are lots of little giveaway signs people miss. The 1990 Jefferson nickel continues the classic Felix Schlag design used since 1938, obverse Jefferson portrait reverse Monticello, and carries the same copper nickel composition that modern nickels have used for decades. 75% copper, 25% nickel. It's a standard circulation strike, intended for everyday use. There's nothing visually exotic about the normal specimen, which is why condition and variety matter so much when valuing one. The piece is 21.2 millimeters across and weighs roughly 5 grams, so it feels exactly like every other modern nickel in your change jar. Philadelphia struck 661,636,000 nickels in 1990, a very large mintage, which explains why typical circulated examples trade at or near face value when a mint year has hundreds of millions produced. Scarcity in low grades is basically non-existent. The collectible interest is concentrated in top-grade mint state examples or coins with documented errors. Varieties, mintage figures, and mint info are recorded by mint tables used by major grading services. Because of the huge Philadelphia mintage, circulated 1990 nickels usually carry only face value among general coin dealers and at yard sales, unless a coin is unusually well struck, has attractive toning, or shows a clear die variety or error. Collector demand and therefore price rises sharply only for high mint state grades MS65 and above, or pieces certified with full steps or other premium attributes. Auction and price databases show that exceptional certified coins can fetch hundreds to low thousands, depending on exact grade and pedigree. For example, an MS67 full steps example once recorded a notable sale. Auction appearance. Special cases like that are outliers and depend heavily on certification and market conditions. One of the single most important premium features for Jefferson nickels, especially post-1960s pieces, is full steps, sharp, fully separated step lines on Monticello's reverse full steps, indicates a strong high-quality strike where those tiny steps are completely visible under magnification. Collectors pay a premium for full steps because it's direct evidence of exceptional strike quality and eye appeal. Even a 1990p with full steps in an MS65 grade will command significantly more interest and price than a standard MS65 lacking them. Grading companies like PCGS and NGC note full steps on labels, which helps resale. Although most 1990p nickels are ordinary, the market does show occasional error and variety pieces. Double dies seller descriptions and hobby posts sometimes list DDR or DDO claims, double strikes, planchette strike anomalies, and rolling mill or cut errors that sellers present on marketplaces. Many of these internet listings are low value or misidentified, so provenance and an experienced eye or slapped certification are critical. If you think you've found an error example, photograph both sides, clearly magnify the suspected tail, and compare with reference photos before assuming high value. Many error listings are seller-driven price experiments. If you suspect you have a high-grade 1990p or a desirable full steps variety example, the most reliable route to realize value is third-party grading. PCGS and GC grading provides an objective numeric grade and assigns designations like full steps or Specific error identification. Slabbing a coin isn't cheap and is usually only recommended when preliminary assessment suggests the coin could be worth more than the grading fee and shipping costs combined for the 1990p. Slabs that put the coin into MS66 plus territory or that annotate full steps will go much further toward unlocking collector dollars than raw and graded pieces. Practical inspection steps under 5 to 10x magnification check. Monticello steps for full separation inspect. Jefferson's cheek and hair for dye. Polish scratches look for. Doubling near Legends E.G. United States of America and analyze the rim for. Planchet issues for circulation wear steady. The high points Jefferson's cheek and the highest Monticello steps. Any smoothing there will drop a coin quickly into lower collectible grades. Lighting matters, use oblique angled light to reveal weak strikes and subtle toning. Photograph any suspect features and compare against certified examples online or in collector guides before making assumptions. Be realistic. If your 199OP is a normal circulated nickel, its value is 5 cents plus perhaps a small premium to collectors only if it has exceptional appeal. If it's an uncirculated MS65 MS67 with full steps and clean surfaces, prices rise substantially. These are the items that may bring real money and are best sold through reputable auction houses or slab-to-slab trades between dealers. Collectors' erroneous online listings can be misleading, so get a second opinion from a local coin dealer or use an online coin value reference. So what should you do if you find a 1990p nickel in your pocket? Check Monticello steps with a loop. Look for doubling or odd strike features, and if anything looks unusually sharp or weird, take photos and consider getting a pro opinion. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit subscribe and ring the bell. We post detailed coin hunts and valuation deep dives every week. Drop a comment below if you found a 199OP full steps or an error. I read all of them and sometimes feature interesting finds in the next video. Happy hunting and check that change. Next up today, we're taking a deep dive into a coin you probably see in your pocket change more than you realize. The 208D Jefferson nickel. We'll unpack where it was made, how many were struck, what collectors look for, which examples are worth more than face value, and the little tricks that can turn a 5-piece into a surprising eBay sale. Whether you're a beginner just learning to check dates and mint marks, or a seasoned collector hunting for error varieties, this video has something for you. The 208 Jefferson nickel continues the Monticello return to Monticello, a verse-reverse tradition that has been used on the series since the early 2000s. The Denver Mint produced a very large run of circulation strikes in 2008, 345,600,000 nickels bearing the D mint mark. So the typical Denver 2008 nickel you pull from change is common in average grades. That said, not all 208D nickels are created equal. The U.S. Mint also produced special satin finish uncirculated pieces sold in some mint sets which have a much lower mintage and a different look and market. Those satin finished Denver pieces are far scarcer than the business strike coins and often command higher prices among collectors, especially in top condition. When you inspect a nickel, look for a subtle matte sheen and a finer satiny feel that's different from a typical brilliant uncirculated. So what is a 208D nickel actually worth? For common circulated examples, the coin trades at or just above face value, typically a few cents to a few dimes depending on where uncirculated business strikes. MS60 MS63 often fetch modest premiums. Think a few tenths of a dollar to a couple dollars, while satin finish uncirculated pieces and mint set quality examples can be several dollars. Price guides and dealers lists put typical MS values in the low dollar range and list higher values for specialty strikes or gem grades. If you're trying to sell the grade A in the strike business, the satin versus proof matter far more than the year itself. Now the exciting part for treasure hunters: errors and major varieties. While most 208D nickels are mundane, some error coins, off-center strikes, doubled dies, mint marker punched varieties, and heavy die clashes have sold for hundreds or even more, depending on how dramatic the error and collector interest are. For example, documented auction results show off-center Denver 2008 nickels selling in the high hundreds. In the right circumstances, proof that even modern common dates can surprise you. If you find a coin with a clear anomaly, don't clean it and consider getting photos and a professional opinion before listing. Let's talk grading and eye appeal. For modern coins like the 208D nickel uncirculated condition, MS or gem quality. MS65 Plus is where values start to climb for collectors. Look for full luster sharp devices, Jefferson's portrait and Monticello, details and absence of hairlines or bag marks. Satin finish. Pieces are graded similarly but are judged on how even and original the satin surface remains. If you think you have a high grade or unusual item, consider third-party grading. NGC or PCGS. The grading company and grade sticker can significantly raise beer confidence and final sale price. Practical tips for searching and storing. Roll hunt your pocket change, focusing on Nickels dated 2008 with a D mint mark. Visually compare suspected satin coins to a known business. Strike under daylight or a good lid lamp. Keep any potential error finds in flips. Never scrub coins and photograph obverse, reverse, and edges when listing. For long-term storage, use inert holders and avoid PVC flips. Label your lot with date, mint, and any notes. Satin error type grade estimate. It saves time once you start selling or submitting to a grader. Selling and market strategy. Small common 208D. Circulated pieces are easiest to liquidate locally. Coin shop shows or in bulk. Online for satin proof or error pieces. Use high-quality photos, close-ups of the anomaly or satin surface, and either auction formats or buy it now with a reserve. Check recent completed eBay listings and NGC, PCGS auction results to set a realistic price. Market demand can change and the last sale is the best indicator of what buyers will pay today. Also be honest about condition and include return policy terms too. Build trust. Is a 208D nickel worth thousands? Almost never, unless it's a certified extremely high grade or dramatic error. Example, ordinary circulated coins are basically face value. Q. What's the rarest 2008 nickel? The satin finish mint set pieces and the highest graded certified examples are the scarcest, most valuable in the modern collector market. Q. Should I get it graded? If you suspect gem grade MS65 Plus or a notable error, yes, grading often increases the sale value and beer confidence. And finally, if you like this deep dive into the 2008D Jefferson Nickel hit, subscribe, ring the bell, and consider becoming a channel member or supporting us on Patreon for monthly coin roll hunt, live streams, exclusive high-resolution photos, and early access to auction picks. Drop a comment if you want me to examine photos of your coin, post clear close-ups, and I'll give my best general marketplace opinion. Remember, I can't grade or guarantee value without a physical inspection. Thanks for watching. Keep checking those pockets. You never know when a 5 coin will become a fun collectible.